Hello Internet, welcome back to another edition of Eric's Corner with a word of the not so wise. This video is actually more directly to admin of YouTube. So I got a strike a while ago, of course shortly after I started making my videos, for something that goes against terms and conditions of YouTube. And I have stated many times, private company, they can dictate what we can and can't say on this platform. But since then, I've been demonetized, and this is a plea to reinstate my monetization, which I'm up to 420 subscribers, so got to have at least 500 to monetize. So I'm just falling a little bit short, but the way this seems to be done, it just goes off of an algorithm, and it says, well, you said something we don't agree with. I contested it or appealed it, and an 8-minute video came back and just said, nope, violated, you're shut off. I mean, I have around 40 hours probably of video, and I've said literally a couple things that go against terms and conditions. So the first one, I was talking about KJP and just what a hack press secretary she is, of course. And I mentioned COVID-19, and they were saying, hey, like, the economy was crashed after Trump left. It's like, yes, it's because of COVID-19. The gripe with it was that I said that COVID-19 didn't exist. I never said that. I used the word hoax, and I said that there were lies and complete false and and misinformation that came along with it. And a lot of those things since then have been proven to be completely false. The 6-foot rule was just an arbitrary number. I said the vaccine may or may not be safe, and it's coming out that it definitely having some spike in health problems. So I would just encourage the people at YouTube, if you're going to block monetization, you need to have somebody actually review the video and see what they actually said. Or, a 15-minute video, say, you need to say, hey, at 5 minutes, here's what you said, and that goes against our policy. Okay, I can't talk for 15 minutes. You just vaguely say, hey, you can't do that, or you encourage violence. I never called for violence in my next video. I was simply saying, should you manage to take Trump out, and I'm avoiding the assassination word to not trigger the algorithm to get blocked and have episodes pulled. I say something wrong, just pull the episode. I got 240-ish videos, and I say a couple things that are incorrect, and I can't even call YouTube. I can't even call them and say, hey, can you look into this further? I got to make this video, write them a handwritten letter with this link in my letter, and say, hey, will you look into this further? I was very, very specific when I said, I'm not calling for violence. I am saying, I think there will be violence. I think some really bad things are going to happen. There will be a full-blown revolution if you actually take Trump out, because, he's the major front runner, or, was, and is in office, back in office now, and he won by an absolute landslide. So please look into this further. Look into it a little bit further before you just go full blown, hey, we're just going to block your monetizing. I don't really plan to be famous or make tons of money with this, but it's kind of a slap in the face when I'm making these videos and, trying to get, some thoughts and so forth out about things, and being accused of saying things that I never said. And again, just pull the video. It's not like I'm sitting here with a swastika behind me right now preaching to get rid of a certain group of people. There's not that big of a gray area between, well, free speech and actual full-blown hate speech. I'm here, freedom of speech is being able to protest and talk against the government. It has nothing to do with what's between me and another person. I can't threaten somebody or just say horrible, hateful things to somebody. It's like, oh, it's freedom of speech, swearing loudly in a restaurant. That's not what it's about. It's to talk against the government. And I don't envy whoever at YouTube is making these calls, because I mean, it's a tough call. I understand that, but you also have a duty to society to make sure if something does not look right, we need to be able to speak against it and say, hey, this needs to be looked into. Like, I think the government is up to no good. Well, I know they're up to no good. So, and I've mentioned several times, you're a private company. You can dictate what we can and can't say on your platform, and that's totally fine. I would just please look into my videos and give me a little bit of slack here. You know, I mean, I might say things that you take them out of context, which it's not going to come across correctly. So, and just being accused of saying something that I flat did not say because, oh, you said this word and you said hoax. Well, that's not at all what I was saying. I wasn't saying COVID-19 didn't exist. I'm saying it wasn't as deadly as they were saying, and it's awfully curious it showed up in an election year to get rid of a sitting president that you didn't like. So please look into it again. I guess that's all I got. Thank you for listening. Again, I'm going to write a handwritten letter to YouTube because I can't call them and appeal my case here. So anyway, thank you for joining me. Let me know in the comments. I mean, if some of you guys can leave some comments and say, hey, he's got good things to say, it would kind of build my case a little bit. So anyway, thank you, YouTube. You got a great platform. I mean, I've enjoyed a lot of videos that you guys have to offer. I mean, I've looked up a lot of how-tos on how to fix things, and it's absolutely fantastic getting the hive mind together and, YouTube University, as my buddy calls it. Like, well, look it up. See what you can learn without having to take your truck to the shop. It's really helpful and so forth. Yeah, I guess that's all I got.